Hello and welcome to a special Thrive Themes event. My name is Brad and I'm really excited to be able to share with you today what we've been working on at Thrive Themes over the last 6 months. I'll be demonstrating some new features in our software and telling you some more information about how you can get it. Make sure you stick around to the end of this video because there is some very important information at the end that you're not going to want to miss. Here at Thrive Themes, we don't just build software for building websites. We're all about helping to build businesses. Conversion-focused, quick to build, and scalable online businesses. That is our focus. We believe that anyone can take their business online and that it doesn't need to cost a fortune. You can get started yourself without much technical knowledge and slowly build and validate your business quickly. And we've been really proud to see that over the years, over 50,000 business owners have decided to build their online businesses with Thrive Themes products. Currently, our software is installed on over 150,000 websites worldwide, a number that makes us very, very proud. Over the years, we have grown Thrive Suite into a whole collection of plugins and themes for WordPress. We currently have 9 plugins and Thrive Theme Builder, our theme editing engine for WordPress. But today, the plugin that's going to be the focus of this presentation is Thrive Apprentice, our online course platform for WordPress. We still believe that online courses are one of the most lucrative business models for first-time business owners or anyone looking to get started building a business online. You can build an online course for, well, it's really quite affordable. And then from there, you can sell as many copies as you want because it's digital. So let's say you take a couple of weeks to build your first online course and you sell it for $100 or $200. You can then sell that to 10 students, 100 students, even 1,000 students, and your course can scale. It's got very high profit margins, and we believe that it's an excellent business model to begin with. So we've been focusing on making Thrive Apprentice the best companion for online businesses that want to get started by building an online course. Thrive Apprentice bolts right onto an existing WordPress website. If you have a WordPress website, all you need to do is install Thrive Apprentice and you get your course area for your students. It lives harmoniously alongside the marketing side of your website. So that means that visitors and traffic can arrive on your website, learn about your brand, purchase your online courses, and then with one click, simply transfer through to your course area and begin consuming your course content. It's really quite easy and friendly like that. Over the years, we've added a lot of new features to Thrive Apprentice that we're really proud of, and I want to talk through a few of them, starting with visual school editing. Thrive Apprentice is still the leading visually editable online course platform. You can style everything on your online school. You can make it look exactly like how you want, and no two online schools would look the same. That means you can change everything from your colors, your fonts, your icons, your header, your footer, your navigation sidebar can be on the left or the right, or it can be tucked underneath your content or be completely hidden. You can change the size of images, videos, audio. Absolutely everything is just a matter of clicking right into the page and changing how it looks for your students. No other online course platform gives this level of visual control. But because we know that you're probably not a designer, we have beautiful designer-made templates that work straight out of the box. So you can get started in no time at all. But as your needs for your online business grow, you can carefully tweak and change your online course experience until it suits you and your online business. We also released products for Thrive Apprentice. This is a new way to protect access to courses and WordPress content. No longer are you just limited to creating and protecting courses, but you can now protect pages, posts, post categories, custom post types. Any content on your WordPress website can be protected with Thrive Apprentice. You simply add courses or website content into a product in Thrive Apprentice, and immediately your access restriction rules will apply to all of that content. We also created the most advanced drip functionality ever built. It is incredibly easy to drip the content of your courses out to students over a specific timeline or to customize specific rules per piece of content inside your online course. You can simply pick from one of 6 pre-made drip templates, and then once you've applied it, click on any of your course content and apply specific rules. So maybe some of your content you only want to be released once students complete certain quizzes, get scores, maybe after a certain date, maybe after certain lessons have already been completed. You have full control over how your course content is released to your students. We also released conditional display, an elegant solution to a very difficult challenge. If you have blocks of content on your website and you want to change what people see based on who that user is, then conditional display is the perfect solution. With conditional display, you can simply click on a block of content, create a second display variant, and then set some rules. So in this example, you'll see I've chosen that when a user has access to a specific Thrive Apprentice product, they will see one version of some text on my website. But if a visitor has not got access to that content, they will see a different variation. This means that you can protect access to blocks of content as well as pages and as well as online courses, all with Thrive Apprentice. As you can see, over the years, Thrive Apprentice has really grown up. But today, we're going to be announcing not just one new feature, but 5 massive updates to Thrive Apprentice. This is really exciting, and I will be demonstrating how these features work. So let's get stuck into it. The first major new feature for Thrive Apprentice is the Thrive Apprentice reporting engine. This is the most powerful reporting engine for an online course platform ever, and we know this because we did our research. We decided to build a reporting engine because we know that as a course creator, it's important to understand how students are interacting with your online school. You want to be able to measure growth and engagement and find ways to improve your online course. Because after all, students that get value from your online courses, they're more likely to buy more products from you. So as a course creator, it helps to know what are the weaknesses in your online school and what can you do to improve that course experience and make sure your students keep coming back so that you can sell them more and build a great relationship with your customers. So let me show you how the reporting engine in Thrive Apprentice works. Here, I've logged into Thrive Apprentice on my WordPress website, and on the left-hand side, you'll see that there is a new tab that says Reports. I'm going to click on this tab, and the first thing I'll see is the Apprentice snapshot. This is a way to keep your finger on the pulse for your online school. You can easily see how many course enrollments there have been, course completions, progress. You can see who are your latest members and how many lessons have been completed. You can see popular courses and member activity. You can also change on your member activity graph if you want to see it as cumulative data. That means all the data is stacked onto previous data, or non-cumulative data, which helps you identify peaks and troughs as you visualize the data for your online school. You can see top members, and you'll see an activity feed of how everyone is interacting with your online school. All these reports can be filtered by date. So I can choose a specific week or month or a specific date range from a calendar and only see the data of how people have been interacting with my school during those dates. But that's not all. If you look on the left-hand side, we have the course dashboard. If I click into this, you'll notice 2 things. First, you'll see all these sub-reports have been made visible. But second, you'll see we have more filters across the top. I can filter this data by specific courses on my website, or by specific members, and also by dates. I'm going to remove my courses filters here, so we can see all the data that we have. From here, I can click on any of my report types, or I can pick them from the sub-reports here on the left. Let's click on course enrollments. Here I can see that 50 times people have enrolled in my online courses. I can see when those events occurred on a graph. I can again swap that to non-cumulative data if I want to see when exactly it happened. And I can see who the students are that have been enrolling in my courses. I can export all of this data with one click and get it as a CSV file, perfect for opening in Microsoft Excel or Google Sheets. We've got course completions report, lessons completions report, engagements, new members, popular courses, even a latest activity feed where I can see how people are interacting with my school, and I can filter, of course, by a specific course or by a specific student. One of the best reports, I think, is the progress and drop-off rate report. If I click on this one, you'll see what the average progress is across my whole school. That includes students that have completed courses and those that haven't started. Where do they sit? Where is the average amount of progress? To push this number higher, I might want to send an email to my students encouraging them to come back and continue learning. And if they do, I'll see a spike in this graph and I'll see that number improve. Under here, we have the lesson drop-off rate report. I'm going to turn off 2 of these graphs, so we're just looking at my course called Digital Marketing 101. And you'll see here By hovering over any lesson, I can see what the completion rate is for that lesson. Now, I want the completion rate as high as I can. So I might notice that lesson 8 is a lot lower than lesson 9. It's an easy way for me to look at lesson 9 and figure out why was that so popular, but lesson 8 is not. And then I can focus on the lessons that are underperforming and make them more engaging, something that students really want to experience, and then I'll see overall completion rates improve, and as a result, I should see happier students. There is so much data inside of Thrive Apprentice reports. The technology that runs our reporting engine is incredible. It can crunch millions of rows of data. We've tested it on sites with over 20,000 active students interacting with all kinds of courses and writing so much data to our database, and yet reports are created in a matter of seconds. That's the Thrive Apprentice reports feature. But as I said, we have more features for you. We have another 4, so let's move on. Our second major feature for Thrive Apprentice that we're really excited to share is member management. Now course creators can see and edit each specific member's account. We decided that this was important because as a course creator, you want to be able to drill down to specific members and understand how they have been experiencing your course. You want to know what their progress is, you want to see what products and courses they have access to, and as an administrator, you should be able to edit their access at the specific member level, not just to the courses they have access to, but you can unlock dripped content for those specific students, you can mark lessons complete, or you can reset their progress without interfering with the experience of any other students. This is a really impressive new feature that helps you as a course creator get more from your online course platform. Let me show you how it works. Here we are in Thrive Apprentice again, and on the left we have the Members tab. I'm going to click into this and it will look a little bit different to the last time you saw it. We now have some reports across the top about general membership numbers, how many active members or new members we have, and we can see a list of all of our students. We can change the sort order by clicking on the titles here. We can filter by what product or course they have access to. But most importantly, we can click into a specific student and see more information about how they've been interacting with our site. I can see that this student, John Smith, was online 2 hours ago. I can see when they joined our online school on the 25th of January, 2021. And I can also see what courses they have access to. I can edit their access rights, of course, but I can also click into any of these courses. Let's go with Copywriting Mastery, and I can see how this student has been experiencing this course. I can see that they've completed all of Module 1, but they haven't started Module number 2. If I want to, I could mark Module number 2 as complete for that student. And I'll immediately write in a date started and a date completed for each of those lessons. I could select the entire course and reset their progress entirely, taking them right back to a 0% completion rate so that they can start again. And if any of the lessons in this course are locked with a drip campaign, meaning that the student can't get access to it yet, you'll see a locked label. And simply by picking the lesson, I can choose to unlock content for that user. That means that it bypasses any drip rules and gives them immediate access to those lessons. It's amazing how much control you now have over your students inside of Thrive Apprentice. Let me mark this module as complete. And I'll show you, we also have, over here on the right-hand side, View Course Activity Report. With one click, this is going to take me through to the reporting engine of our Thrive Apprentice platform, and it is filtered by this specific student and that specific course. All the data I'm looking at is how John Smith interacted with Copywriting Mastery. So you can see it right here. Let's say, for example, I want to look at their activity feed. I'm now seeing every time that John Smith interacted with that course, when they marked lessons completed, when they enrolled, when they left comments, any of that data. It is amazing how much information you can get access to as a course creator. So that is our new member management feature in Thrive Apprentice. But there's more, of course. Our third major feature for Thrive Apprentice that we're really excited to share, you ready for this one? We are releasing Thrive Apprentice certificates. You'll have the ability to design and issue beautiful certificates with the most powerful visual certificate editor in WordPress, Thrive Architect, of course. Now, certificates are an interesting addition to Thrive Apprentice. We like the idea because it incentivizes students to complete your courses. Students only get a certificate once they mark all of your course content as complete, so they work for that achievement. It also provides tangible value to your students, which can increase the value of your online course. No longer are students just learning about a topic. If they can get a certificate, it's a showpiece that they can include in their portfolio, in their resume, or on their LinkedIn profile. So this will help you incentivize your students and hopefully attract more students by offering them beautiful certificates. But before I show you how the certificates feature works, I want to talk about the fourth major feature for Thrive Apprentice as well, because these two features do work together. And that fourth feature is a course completion page. You can celebrate your students by giving them access to a hidden course completion page once they reach 100%. We felt that this was important because when a student completes an online course, you don't just want them to close their laptop and walk away. You want to take that moment and do something with it. You want to celebrate that student. It's the perfect time to ask them to leave a testimonial or give them some next steps. So the way our course completion page works is students will be automatically redirected to it the moment they reach 100%. It doesn't matter what order they complete the content in your course. They could be jumping around across lessons, and the last lesson they complete could be one of the earliest ones in your course. But the moment they meet 100%, they'll be redirected to your course completion page. This page is perfect for a personal thank you note, a learning summary and next steps, for awarding certificates, for starting a Thrive Ultimatum scarcity campaign, or for collecting testimonials. Now, let me show you how both of these features work. I'm going to start with the course completion page, and that will tie in to how they can get access to certificates. So I'm back in Thrive Apprentice. I'm going to go over to courses, and we're going to choose Copywriting Mastery. What you'll notice across the top is a new tab here that says Course Completion. If I click into this, I have my two options. I can customize my course completion behavior, and I can issue a course completion certificate. Let's look at the course completion behavior. When I enable this, I have two options. The first one is to redirect to the Apprentice course completed page. This is a template that comes included in Thrive Apprentice, and it works right out of the box. It's a beautiful template. You can basically enable this and you're good to go. But it is visually editable as well, like everything else in Apprentice. So you can change the template to any of our designer-made templates, make whatever visual editing changes you want, and you can change the content on the page per course. That means you can leave a personalized statement to your student, thanking them for interacting with your course, or a personal call to action that is unique per course that they finish. I'm going to click on View to show you how this page will look. So here is my course completion page that students will see the moment they complete 100%. They'll see what the course is, they'll see a congratulations message, they can dive straight back into viewing any of the other content in the course if they would like to. And right on this page, I can add paragraphs, images, videos, anything that I want. You'll see they can one click go back to the course overview, and you'll notice there is the download certificate button. So this ties into that other feature, the certificate feature. So I'm going to jump back into Thrive Apprentice and we'll look at where here you can issue a course completion certificate. If I enable this toggle, then as a student gets to 100%, they achieve their certificate, and it is visually editable with Thrive Architect. Certificates look amazing. Just by clicking Edit with Thrive Architect, I'll be able to change anything that I want on my certificate. This is how it looks. I can change the title. It's going to dynamically use the user's first and last name, as well as the course title and the course teacher's name and the date of completion. Everything here can be visually styled. And of course, our designers have provided some beautiful templates for you to pick from. We've got some landscape templates, some vertical ones, some that are black and white, some that use some more color. You can add your logo, anything that you want. And these certificates can be downloaded as beautiful PDFs. I'll show you a certificate and how it looks. Here is a certificate that has been created with Thrive Architect as a PDF file that I've downloaded for a user named John Smith. John Smith would immediately get access to this when he arrives on the course completion page and he clicks Download Certificate. He'll get this file as a PDF. This is the kind of quality that would mean John Smith would be happy to print this out and put it on his wall and include it in his profile on LinkedIn perhaps. These certificates are beautiful, and you'd be hard-pressed to find a certificate editor quite as powerful as the one that comes included in Thrive Apprentice. So between the course completion page and the certificate feature, you're now able to really celebrate your students in a new way as they complete your online school. But as we mentioned, there's one more feature. So I'm going to talk about a fifth major feature for Thrive Apprentice, and make sure you stick around after that because I do have some other information to share with you as well. And the fifth major feature for Thrive Apprentice is certificate validation. This is a way that employers can verify training and that certificates are genuine. We realize that in today's day and age, you can't really trust anything that you find on the internet. Accredited training is too easy to fake with just a little bit of Photoshop. So this certificate verification feature allows employers to validate that a certificate is real by entering a certificate serial number or by scanning a QR code. That means that if someone includes a certificate in their resume, their portfolio, or on LinkedIn, an employer can quickly and easily validate that it is 100% real and it is not fake. I'll show you how it works. Okay, so I'm back in Thrive Apprentice. I'm going to click on the settings wheel here, and you'll see we have Enable Certificate Verification, the one-click toggle. This is going to create the page where certificates can be verified. Let's have a look at what it looks like. So here is my certificate verification page, and right now it's asking me for a certificate number. I can punch that number straight in, click Verify, and it will tell me if that student has completed a specific course. But to make it even easier, we have QR codes on certificates. So if this feature is enabled, then there is a QR code that will appear on certificates, like you see in the top right-hand corner here. And just by scanning that QR code with a mobile phone, a user will be taken straight to the verification page with that serial number for that certificate preloaded, and they'll see if that student has completed that online course. I'm now going to have to manually type it in. Okay, so I've entered the serial number and I'll click Verify. And quickly I'll see here what the certificate number was, who the recipient was by name, what course they completed, and what date that they completed it. It's a really easy way to make absolutely clear that this is not fake, and that student has achieved that accreditation that is mentioned on that certificate. So that's the 5 new features that we have in Thrive Apprentice. We have the reporting engine, member management, certificates, course completion page, and certificate validation. These 5 new features go live in Thrive Apprentice version 5.0, which we are releasing on Wednesday, the 16th of November, 2022. If you're using Thrive Apprentice already, then check your website on Wednesday and refresh your plugins and you should see a new update available. Now there is one more thing though. There is no better time to get started building an online course-based business than right now. And that's because to reflect the added value that we're brought to Thrive Apprentice, we are increasing the prices, but we're giving you a warning. We're going to raise the prices right after Black Friday and Cyber Monday, which means you can get Thrive Apprentice right now at a discounted rate before that price increase. So if you want to get Thrive Apprentice for 34% off, head over to thrivethemes.com/apprentice and you'll only pay $97 per year. And if you take up on this offer right now, you'll be grandfathered in at this low price, which means for every year that you continue to use Thrive Apprentice, you'll still only pay $97 each year if you get it before the price increase. From 11:59 p.m. on Monday, the 28th of November, 2022, the price will be going up to $147 per year, which is still an absolute steal for the value that you get, but if you can get it for cheaper, why not? So head over to thrivethemes.com/apprentice and get your copy today. Thank you for joining us for this Thrive Themes special event. We hope that you are as excited about these new features as we are, and we'd love to hear about how you're going to use them in your online business. So make sure you drop a comment underneath this video. We're looking forward to reading those, and I hope you have a great week.